Well, I was driving towards the abyss when I heard a lot of radio comms going off.
Okay.
And I was driving from like the Vespucci side of things, like going like, so I was at the Sac and then I went like Vinewood downwards towards Hayes because I was like coming from the Sac. And then like I heard brah, 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 and shit like that at like the Bahama Mamas. I was like, oh damn, they busted. And then I drove up and there was like 2 Exodus cars on a corner like shooting down the street. And then I heard your guys' radio comms and I was like, oh, I think they're fighting Hades.
Okay.
And
We were in a shootout with Exodus.
yeah, you guys were shooting out Exodus. I think it was like, it must have been like at Bahama Mamas because I drove by again. There was like hella cops at Bahama Mamas. I think Preacher was down over there.
Okay.
And
Oh, you said Preacher was down?
I think Preacher might have been down. I don't know. It was like a white T-shirt,
Okay.
fucking moaning and shit. And then I was also on your guys' radio and Tic Tac. You were like telling people you got him, and then eventually it was like you and only Marina. And then some words were said, and then it went radio silent for like a long time. And then Tic Tac on the radio was like, I got one in the car. And I was like, oh, they still busted. So I went back, and then it went radio silent.
Small impression.
So either
I'll
you
probably
guys
be on
countered
that.
their money run and failed, or they countered yours, maybe? I don't know.
Oh yeah, I remember everything. I have no amnesia.
What happened?
I got shot in the head.
Oh shit! What were we doing?
Oh, we were at a money. We were trying to do a money run, right?
Okay.
And then what's it called? These people pulled up, right? You know who pulled up? You know who
Who?
pulled up?
Who? Exodus?
Exodus.
Okay. Okay. And then what happened?
And then we got to fighting. They almost shot me, right? Almost shot me, right? But then I tactically evaded them and got in a car with you. Biggest mistake I could have ever made in my life. I should just get on foot. So we drove around, right? We went to flank them, right? But instead of flanking them, we stopped at an alleyway where I had no line of sight on them, and then you did, and then you started shooting at them, and then I had to try to go and put myself in a spot where I could shoot at them. And, I don't blame you, right? Because I had to go where you were shooting to shoot at them, and you had to shoot from where you were shooting to shoot at them.
So you ran into my line of sight and I shot you down.
Yes, but let's be honest, right? Where we were positioned was very bad because I had no line of sight, right?
I don't remember, so I can't really say,
It was kind of equally your fault.
Okay, okay. Well, I'm sorry for shooting you. If I did, I'm sorry about that.
It's okay. I'm just gonna say this. I'm never hesitating against robbing them ever again. Well, we should have robbed them at that access point. I'm not gonna wait for somebody's call. If I feel like I can start smoking them, I'm gonna start smoking them and robbing them.
Bottom?
Like we went to a pointless war.
No, but it's meant to be like it's meant to be like a 90s restaurant vibe. That's why this is like
yucking meant nothing. It means nothing because these yuckers didn't learn. These yuckers just keep coming, and these yucking yuckers.
I would say the checkered one is
they
because
just keep coming as
quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. I think I do remember that we were trying to do a gang money run.
How do you guys respond to that level of hostility usually?
Usually it would be war,
supposed to be
but
that we hit licks on them, but that's not.
Benji doesn't want to war them, and I don't want to war them either, to be honest. From the things I heard from
I
the
don't
last
want to
war,
war them, but
I don't want to war them.
it's not because of it's such a stupid reason, right? Because I do want to war them in the way of like putting those yuckers into the yucking ground so that they never yuck and look at us again and think they can yuck and rob us. But on the other hand, it's just such yucking yuck warring them. It's just such yucking yuck.
I agree. It's such
Like,
a
it's
yuck
just
bag,
such
yucka
to
bag.
war them. Like it's not that even like it's just yucking yuck. It's just yucking. Right?
Yeah, I don't know how to explain it, but this is what it was said to
Like-
me when I came back, right? Motherfuckers was telling me it's like shooting a down dog, and he keeps getting up, and you keep shooting it, and it keeps getting up. Like the dog
can't-
that's dead, you keep shooting it, and it keeps getting up.
Yuck. You can't shoot sense into people, you know?
No, I agree. Especially not them.
So what we're gonna have to do is we're just gonna have to go hard on them
No, still can't.
on licks. And
I'm gonna have to take a
I
nap.
think if we wanna go hard on them on licks, we're gonna actually have to be prepared, right?
I'm gonna be straight up honest. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I'm honestly glad we're getting active. So that's what's making me happy. Like shit like this, from what I heard,
wish
will
I had
happen.
6 Hydra around.
Exactly, like rather get active and you know it not go our plan than sit on a whole bunch of guns and get nothing done. You know what I mean? That's the kind of mentality I'm going with moving forward.
Yeah, but also if you're too what's it called loose and you start, you know, being what's the word complacent, right?
Yeah.
Those guns will dwindle down faster than you think.
Well, yeah, but you can always just buy more. That's the thing with guns now. Like, you can put in an order with 30 guns and get them by tomorrow, and you can make money throughout so much shit.
Yeah,
And obviously,
also,
you
I don't
can't be
like-
getting too complacent. We can't just be like
I don't
losing
like this
guns.
gun. And also, the problem with hidden leaks on them is like, I think we do it too, but like, I have never seen them, like any of them doing any kind of activity on their own. I don't know. I just don't want it to become a thing of where they just constantly hit leaks on us and we don't do anything about it.
Well, I
Because
mean,
we
that's
can't
what,
war-
but I mean, that's what Benji said for us to do to hit the licks. But then obviously, like,
Yeah, but we can't ward them, and then if we can't get our get back, right? If we can't get it back with licks,
no, but
then...
we'll get our get back eventually. Like, we just need to be patient. Like the shit with the Oxy happened 2 days ago. It's only been 2 days, you know. And I get it. We had chances today. I'm not gonna lie. We should have done it regardless if everybody was on the block or not. I should have just like went in for it. I just didn't want it to be a situation where we all went down because we didn't have enough people.
I don't know. The way I see it, it either becomes a thing where they'll hit constantly licks on us and we'll never get it back on them, and we just can't go to war with them because it's yuck in the ass. It's a yuck in the ass to go to war with them. So you just gotta hit licks on them. Just gotta hit licks on them. I want
Also, Mentos, I get it. Like the whole like you know the banter and shit, but like don't do it too much because these guys are sensitive. You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't give a yuck. They can cry.
I know you don't, but the thing is, they can cry all they want. We just don't want it to be a situation where they deliberately pull up and force a war on us when we don't want it with them.
You realize that's bound to happen once you get a lick on them, though, right? If they want the war, they will
Like-
go to war over any lick. If I'm hitting you with some
Tic-tac.
realism, bro, that's realism.
Tic-tac. I'd rather them go to war on us over Twitter than go to war on us over the next money run we cut them at. Going to war with someone, you can just bro. You can pull anything. We could have said, oh, let's go to war on them because they did Oxyron or turf.
They were in there with shotguns, those fuckers.
I'm glad we're getting active, and I love you guys all. Just saying.
I love you too, Tic Tac.
I'm not glad about getting clapped.
Hey, love y'all too. Fuck them though. They pulled up. They was waiting on me. I turned around and started blasting them though.